You may have heard the news about people try to gain your money from faking an account online, come in and chat to you pretending to be other people.
So actually, the last few years we got one news from NASA that one Raspberry Pi, which is one IoT device, got hacked and it spread to the NASA network. It was a big news.
Cybersecurity, if you want to explain it simply, is a set of tools or a practice or anything that protect your system or computer against any attack or any unintentional access. To practice against such a threat coming in, because the nature of cybersecurity is evolving. What they do is that they practice. They have a team to try to imitate the attacker. To see whether or not the policy works, the tool works, and the setting works. The attacker usually is called the red team. Then the defense team or the blue team is actually trying to protect against it, come up with new policy, new rules, using new tools to protect, raising awareness to everyone in the organizations. Like a war game, or you can look at it like when we practice against sport, right? I mean, we try to increase our skill the same way.
So you can see that currently many people have smartwatches and they have the Wi-Fi routers at home. In the past few years, we have many attacks that try to target the IoT devices. If one IoT device in your home got attacked and, for example, they got the virus Trojan, so it may infect other devices in your home network, in your organization. So that's why we would like to focus on the IoT device vulnerability. Pentos was the first research project that we focused on the IoT penetration testing. We developed Pentos during 2016-2017 as a Linux application. So we developed the tools that do automatically scan the device in the home network and try to report the vulnerabilities in the PDF format. So we have to follow the guidelines from the Open Web Application Project, or we call OWASP, and they published a guideline called OWASP IoT Top 10. So we have 10 checklists about the topic that you have to be careful when you use an IoT device. The team consists of me and 3 students, Mr. Pulipat Silawit and another Silawit. So fortunately, Pentos program won the first prize in the category of Linux application from the competition that called National Software Contest in 2017 that organized by the NetTech. So at the time we developed Pentos, we could not cover every topics in the OWASP IoT Top 10. So we continued developing it into another version, another project that called Masai. Masai was developed during 2018-2019. Team consists of me and Mr. Chachawan, Mr. Nilamit, and Mr. Titiwood. For example, when you want to use a smart plug, the user have to install the mobile application on their mobile phone in order to turn on, turn off the smart plug. So what happens if the hackers can hack those mobile applications and turn on, turn off the lights at your home? Masai actually runs on the Android phones. We selected the Android because the number of Android users is much more higher than the iOS one. So the home user have to install the Masai application on the phones. And we also have another box, which is a Raspberry Pi. It will connect to the Masai application on the mobile phone. So Masai box will do penetration testing of your IoT devices, while the Masai application on the phone will connect with the Masai server that do the reverse engineering, try to analyze the source code of the mobile application that controlling the IoT devices. So Masai got the second prize from the National Software Contest in 2019 in the category of mobile application. For the project Firm Master, we focus on analyzing the firmware of the Wi-Fi home router. Currently, almost everyone have the Wi-Fi home router at your home. And again, Wi-Fi home routers are one type of the IoT devices that most of the users just neglect. Once you set up your Wi-Fi home router, and even the security experts found the bugs or vulnerabilities later, you never update the firmware. So the firm master actually analyze the firmware of the routers by do reverse engineering. Actually, your firmware is a binary program, so we have to do reverse engineering to change it back to the source code, and then we have to write programs, the firm master program, to read the source code automatically and analyze whether you have some vulnerabilities inside the firmware. We plan to open this program, the research achievement as an open source.
As a program, as a faculty, we actually try to educate students to know about this cybersecurity issues and what to do to protect your organization against it. And then we also try to raise awareness of the general population in Thailand if we can.